Hello, Englishers! Welcome back to my channel. This is Ma'am Raya. For today's video lesson, we will focus on another subject for the grade 12 students. And this is very special because it's for my GAS students. Say hello, shout out to my GAS 1 Escoda, GAS 2 Magbanua, and GAS 3 Guerrero students. This video lesson is for you guys. Okay, so during my discussion, I will be combining the English language and the Bisaya dialect to further explain any topic probably difficult to understand for you. But I know you can do it. Okay, so the first lesson for our subject, Media and Information Literacy, or MIL. Okay, we have here the introduction part. So it's still quite easy because introduction pa man, di ba? Okay, let's go ahead. I do hope everyone has already subscribed to my channel. Okay, so let's have it now. There are actually three competencies for this lesson, but for this discussion, so we will only focus on describing the nature of communication and the concepts related to senior high school or to our subject, and also describe how communication is affected by media and information. Okay, there are actually here. So we do have identify the similarities of and differences of media information literacy and technology literacy. So these are our focus. Okay. Again, the last part about the responsible use of media information literacy will be for another discussion. So this will be our focus. Okay, introduction. Okay, we have here the communication, its definition, and the communication models. How media and information affect communication, and also the similarities and differences among media literacy, information literacy, and also technology literacy. Okay, so this is our core subject title, MIL, or Media and Information Literacy. Okay, this one here, okay, the description of our course is it introduces the learners to basic understanding of media and information as channels of communication and tools for the development of individuals and societies. It also aims to develop students to be creative and critical thinkers, as well as responsible users and competent producers of media and information. Okay, so creative and critical thinkers, and you should also be responsible users. So, again, about this one, it will be a separate lesson or separate topic. Okay, and you should also be competent producers. So, let's get it on. Okay, and there you go. Okay, so for the K to 12 toolkit here by Department of Education, you notice that okay, we have here information, media, and technology skills. Yeah, this toolkit here are the key factor, one of the key factors to have higher education. Okay, wherever you go, whatever life takes you, okay, you should have this one as okay the new generation. Okay, so here, Media and Information Literacy, or MIL, it refers to the essential competencies. These are knowledge, skills, and also attitude. And that's why I separate the being a responsible user. So that's part, having the attitude. Okay, that allows the citizens to engage with media and other information providers effectively and develop critical thinking and lifelong learning skills for socializing and becoming active citizens. Okay. So, importante jud nga kibaluta unsaon pag gamit sa social media. Okay. So, media and information literacy also includes information and communication literacy and also digital literacy. It is defined as a set of competencies that empowers citizens to access, retrieve, understand, evaluate, and use create as well as share information and media content in all formats using various tools in a critical, ethical, and effective way in order to participate and engage in personal, professional, and societal activities. Okay, I know that your main goal to use social media, majority of the people just want to express themselves. That's why they are using it. Okay. By the way, this information is from United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Okay, so we mentioned earlier that the connection of communication to media and information literacy. So first, we need to define what communication is. This is also already discussed by our from our oral communication in context subject at on grade 11. Okay, no? So, what communication is? It is a process or act, the act or process of using words, sounds, signs, or behaviors to express or exchange information or to express your ideas, thoughts, feelings, and others to someone else. So, about this definition, it's more of your verbal and nonverbal cues when communicating. Okay, the sense of touch. It's very important no nga. Paghika pala na yung daanin mo or bisan um, intentional or not, okay, naagyapon to siya mahatag nga communication sa laing tao. Okay, this source is from Merriam-Webster. Okay. Another definition of communication is the exchange of information and the expression of feeling that can result in understanding. Okay. So it's about the feelings. Okay. There are many instances no nga dili ta mo share sa atong family sa ato ang unsa atong gina-feel but mo dito ra ta og post. Okay. Mas dali para nato no ma-express sa social media para makahibaong uban. So what's the purpose ganon ni post ato? Okay, we would also like to gather maybe surveys, okay, personal surveys nga. Naasa daay ubang mga tao nga naka-feel og inani, dili ra sa daay ako. Okay, that's part of communication already using media or social media. So see how it helps you. Ganahan ka nga naay mo sabot sa imo or masabtan sad ka. Kay mao man na inyo kasagaran complain kay nganong di ka paminawon nganong dili sabton ang imong side. Okay, so the process of communication is important. Okay, the message to be delivered clearly. Okay, so we have here different models of communication. Okay, what we have is transmission models. Okay, Laswell's communication model 1948 that it is important kinsa ang nihatag sa message, the communicator. Mm, I know na ani sa first, I mean, I think that was lesson 3 or lesson 4, models of communication sa oral com. Okay, says what? Okay, the message. Okay, unsa nga gigamit nga channel. So that's the medium. Okay, para kang kinsa nimo gi padungog-dungog with what effect or unsa man ay imong gusto nga effect di ay ang mahitabo nga imo tong gihatag nga message. So dapat klaro ni nimo ikaw nga naghatag sa mensahe, the communicator. So transmitting messages. Okay. So we also have Shannon Weaver's communication model. Okay, na ay sender. Okay, so ikaw gyapon ni si communicator ang katong owner, ang source of information. Okay, then the encoder, the channel, okay, that would be the noise. Okay, the barrier. Okay, we consider that one. Okay, decoder. We also have the receiver asa padulong ang imuhang message. Then, of course, the most important part of the communication process, which is the feedback. Okay, we would know that ang flow sa communication was great or effective because we received feedback from the receiver or as kinsa ang nagdawat sa message. So, dapat klaro man no nga, okay, pag-post na ako kay ni heart siya or daghan man ang ni heart sa ako ang message, would it mean nga ganahan sila sa akong gi-post? Okay, I will be posting more like this kay mas daghan man ang ni heart, or daghan ni share. Okay, another model of communication, which is the reception model. Okay, that's us good Scrum model of communication. So encoder, interpreter. So si encoder ang ang source sa message pwede pud siya si interpreter or decoder. Actually mag-exchange man sila si. So depende sa flow sa ilahang message. So pwede ra sila mag-exchange. Okay, kay they are having conversation, exchange of messages. Dili lang siya one-way process ba, kundi ang duha kay gana exchange o gana mensahe. Mm. Muna sa inyong social media post no nga gihimong na messenger ang post, so ato nag-exchange of messages imbis nga for private messages unta daghanay no nakahibaw. Mo na nga careful gyud ta as responsible users, careful gyud ta kung unsa atong mga gipang post, kung unsa atong mga gipang comment, because it will come back to us, mabalik sa imuha. Sus ganun nakahibaw ka nga na ako inani or nganong kibaw ka nga nadato nako. Ingon mo kasi imong comment gud nga nakapalit na kag bag-ong sakyanan o nakapalit na kag bag-ong balay. Sakpan ni noon ka imbes ganan ra ta ka ba nga low key flex ra man unta to nako eh. So careful, o if ganahan ka pwede po nimo ipang review ang imong mga ipang comment. Okay, unsa day ni ngano day pwede nimo i-delete. Pero man na kinakibaw na sila. Okay, another is Wesley and MacLean's model of communication. Mm, okay, gubot siya, no? Okay, so naadari si X1, X2, okay, daghan, gikan, ang information. Okay, so here, we have here event or the information. So daghang mga information padulong ni advocate kay adto ni channel, then adto ni audience. Si audience ang receiver sa imong message. So si audience mobalik ngadto ni advocate, then okay. Pero ang ubang mga information wala gani ni agi ni advocate ni diretso ni channel. Si channel ni adto ra sad ni advocate. Mm. So, lain-lain nga klase. So, mo na nga, ikaw as the source of information, before ka mo spread sa information, okay, dapat imuha sang giunahuna og kapila 100 times. Unsa may mahitabo? What will be the effect if I will be posting this one? If ako ning istorya, if ako ning i-deliver nga message, will it do good to everyone? If it harms them, unsa may makuha nako if maka-harm ko sa mga tao? Makadato ba din ako? So, ano no? So, you have to reflect on that as well. Okay, another is reception model. So, this is for Berlo's SMR model of communication. So, the source, the message, the channel, and the receiver as well. As the source, you need to have these key components. You are to be communication skills, your attitude, knowledge, social system, and your culture. Kaya na mga tao nga dili gud sila hilig mag social media. They prefer to have a private life. I believe mga Japanese, hadlok kayo na sila, mostly na or majority of them, they don't use Facebook or even Instagram kay gi-value nila ang ilang privacy. Mm. Hadlok kayo na sila nga makuhaan sila og kanang information sa social media. You know for a fact when you use social media, any information nga imong gibutang sa imong profile could possibly be stolen. So ikaw if well, I don't mind on that one kay wala ra man ka ko dili man ko big deal or dili man ko celebrity. Okay, pero kung content creator ka, ya nag-earn ka og income from your social media, you also have to be careful on that. Mo na no nga gipang nanay gipang hack nga mga information niya na withdraw ang ilang money niya sa laing tao. Okay, so mo na ang ilang gina-control. So dili kuha ang uban nilang information like identity theft. Okay. So kita dili Pinoy kay mas ganahan ta nga daghan ang mga views sa tong profile kay that would mean to us okay naka-influence day ko whether it's good or bad to people. Ang imo para nimo ang importante ra jud nga naka-influence ka. Okay, you don't ask if am I a good influencer, or does it bring bad, okay, to people? So attitude matters at siya. Okay, so something to think about. The speed of communication is wondrous to behold. It is also true that speed can multiply the distribution of information that we know to be untrue. Mm. Kabantay mo na nga gamay lang nga kanang post, daghan na kay after in just 10 minutes perhaps, hala daghan na kay mga share. Kay inana ka paspas ang mga tao mo gamit og social media. Even in my case, like when I post this lesson to my YouTube channel, I also check pila nakabuk ani view. Kay mo matter man. Okay. Or sa even sa inyohang kuano Facebook, so gina kuan mo gina-trace mo ni Meta pila ang number of views ninyo para ma-monetize ang inyohang um, Facebook, okay, or your social media. Okay. For this lesson, these are the terms that you need to understand. Media literacy. Okay. The ability to read, analyze, evaluate, and produce communication in a variety of media forms. Okay, that's media literacy. Okay, for information literacy here, we have the ability to recognize when information is needed and to locate, evaluate, effectively use, and communicate information in its various formats. For digital or technology literacy here, it is the ability to use digital technology, okay, the communication tools or networks to locate, evaluate, use, and create information using the technology. Sometimes we feel like short temper for older generation kay lisod kana silang tudluan, okay, kay dugay kaayo makasabot unsaon pag scroll, unsaon pag share, unsaon pag post, or sahay wala tuyo pero na-share ang story. Oh, na story, no, naapil man sa imuhang story nga this is a private information supposedly. Nga mo nga wala man ko kahibawan na. Okay, so tudluan pero wala na tarong lang siguro og sabot or interpret. Mo nay kalahian. I believe for different generations kay anyway lahi man taog na agian nga mga generation or so lahi-lahi ato ang literacy pag-absorb, pagsabot, okay, sa mga technology. Ang uban maglisod gani og type or dili pa kay nakapaspas o hanas mag-type. Or unsaon sila pagpasabot o kianing mga nahitabo karon sa social media. So it is also one of our responsibilities. You nga bag-o mga generations. Okay. So here, what is media and information literacy based on our definition earlier? Okay, so media and information literacy is a composite concept. So, daghan, pwede nimo nga ma-interpret. Okay, so hopefully for the lesson that we will be having, mas masabtan, mas makuhaan pa og laglom nga pagtulunan. Unsaon gyud ay paggamit ang media, okay, og ang ato ang digital world, our technology. Okay, so gamit kayo siya. So I think that ends, okay, our discussion for today. I hope you will be more interested and excited to talk about to become a responsible user. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you and enjoy learning, my grade 12 GAS students. See you in my next video lessons. Bye for now.